Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Rebellion by Griff Hosker, narrated by Tom Alexander. Prologue. I am Sir Richard Fitz-Malet of Isiswold. The first rebellion in the north was over. The uprising against King William had been savagely put down. The peace that followed, however, had come at a price, for many thousands were still dying, not directly as a result of war, but because their animals had been slaughtered and their crops destroyed. They starved, and they died. We were south of the devastated land and close to York, but we still found refugees who fled south to find food and safety. The Danes had been defeated and had failed to take York, but there were still bands of brigands who preyed upon the survivors. The wounds I had suffered in the retaking of the land and the siege of Castra had healed, but I still felt them. I was often stiff, and my joints ached when it rained. It was easier for me to ride than to walk. Since my return from Castra, I had been busy with my manor at Isiswold. I had been given property on the Tees at Norton, which I had yet to visit. There were not enough hours in the day for me to do all that I wanted to. King William expected much from his lords of the manor, and I had too. I had done well at Isiswold, and made it, I believed, a happy place, and a safe one. But I knew I had to do more. The attack at York had been costly, and constant vigilance was essential. The manor had changed completely from the one I had inherited. Then it had been a run-down hunting lodge. It had been long abandoned to nature and bandits. I think I had been given it because it was so apparently worthless. I had not seen that, and I had worked both with and for the people. Now there was a priest, a smithy, and the farms were prosperous. People moved to the village because it was safe. We even had a fish pond. The derelict houses had been replaced with new dwellings, and the village had an ordered, neat look. I was pleased, for being half English and half Norman meant I was the future of this land, and what I did was a reflection on the England that would grow from our labours. King William was still Norman, but he had chosen to make his home not in Normandy, but in England. I was his man, and I would fight for the king to make England safe. Chapter 1. Ely. I now had a steward.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?